Good morning, YouTube viewers and subscribers. So what I've got today is something that's a first for me. And for my entire hobby career, I have always relied on getting fuel from the local hobby store. Now here in where I live now, I've got one hobby store left, and if they go down, then I really had no way of getting any fuel. Until now. A very good subscriber friend has turned me on to a place where you can order fuel for a very reasonable price, and that's what's in this case right now. Now, unfortunately, this video is pretty much only going to be useful to those in the continental United States, so anybody overseas, you're not going to be able to benefit from this. But this is a case of fuel that I just ordered from a website called SW Hobby, but it's actually SW Fuels. And apparently they've been around for, well, since 1975. They blend their own fuel, and they've got a wide variety on their website. And this is what it looks like. Coming here. I'm going to get all kinds of stuff all over the floor here. Let me just pull a couple of these gallon jugs out. I'm going to show you what I bought, why I bought it, and that it'll probably be lasting me for quite some time. So this is how the fuel came. Each one individually in a bag. Wow, they're actually sealed in bags too. So as you can see here, SW Fuel. Now, like I said, they've got airplane fuel, they've got helicopter fuel, what they call. I mean, I've done a video on fuels, and fuel is pretty much fuel. The only thing that's different is the nitro content and the oil content. But what's interesting about this company is, at least this standard fuel I bought, I've got some various nitro contents. I've got a 10%, I've got a 12.5% nitro, which I got just because I thought I was curious, 5%, and then I bought a gallon of FAI also. But what's interesting about this is that the fuel oil contents that was specified for these, it said 16% synthetic, 2% castor. So these are still blends, but the ratio of castor to synthetic is a lot smaller than it is with the Morgan's Omega, because I think the Morgan's Omega, I said, always just said 70%, no, it was 18% fuel, or 18% oil content, but 70% of that 18% was synthetic and 30 was castor. So I think the ratio turns out to be a little bit different there. But anyway, so this 4 gallons of fuel was really only $101 shipped to my house. So this is probably enough fuel to last me for some time. You'll see here, here's the website address on here and the label. They also sell other lubricants, synthetic oil and castor oil, and it's actually a little bit more reasonable price than the clots that I had been getting on eBay. So this is a shout out to the folks at SW Fuel, who've been in business for a lot longer than I've even been in the hobby, and I never even heard of them until just recently. I got my first successful fuel purchase from them, and happy as a clam. So although I do still have some Omega and some Cool Power out in the garage, I'll probably be running these fuels primarily for the next few months or so anyway, and give them a shot. So that's what's new on my table today, a new supplier for airplane fuel. Thank you for watching.